Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. In the last episode, after getting back from the future, we made a plan on what to do with Grovyle, and we decided we need to go and take some of the time gears without anyone knowing that we're here. So we're back here at Tree Shroud Forest, which if you remember, we've actually seen it before when we saw Grovyle for the first few scenes. So okay, I can't speak. It's interesting how like they had the forethought to add it in as an actual level after showing slight scenes of it, although maybe the scenes were an afterthought compared to, you know, this big plot point of us finding all of the time gears. Also, wow, there's fire types here. For like the first time in the entire game, we're seeing fire types. That's crazy, isn't it? And we're like, this is pretty much end game here. We don't have much to go. I'd say maybe, I don't really know what number to give it. I'd say maybe 6 or 7 more episodes until the very end, if even that. Not the very end of the series, of course, just the story. And it's the first time we're legitimately seeing any fire types. If that doesn't say how overpowered grass type is in this game, then I don't know what does. In addition to the fact that grass types are the only types that have really good self-healing through the form of attacks like Absorb and Mega Drain and whatnot. Like, yeah, Bug type does have whatever that one, Leech Life, but that's so weak compared to Mega Drain and even Absorb. I think it's weaker than Absorb. Like, it doesn't really compare. And there are a few moves now, like there's Drain Punch, I guess. I think actually Riolu might get that. So if you have Riolu, you could also be in a pretty good state in terms of healing yourself, but once again, just grass types. Also, if you're a Riolu, well, never mind. Riolu isn't a steel type yet. I was gonna say you're going to be weak to the same fire types that grass types are, but no, not true. Eevee getting up to level 34. With any luck, by the time we get to the point where we can evolve, we'll probably be way, way beyond that level. Level 36, I think it is, for both Trico and, well, Eevee, not really, because Eevee has a different set of evolution standards, and I'm still not even sure what I want to evolve Eevee into. I've thought maybe Leafeon, just because we could. That's one actually recommendation for a name of the team that there's been is just Leafeon, and oh my god. I cannot imagine how I missed that opportunity. Like, it's so obvious. It sounds a lot better than Leafo Boost. But you know what? We gotta stick with it. It's what we started as. We're sticking with it. Yeah, if I remember, this isn't too bad of a dungeon just because most of the Pokemon are pretty low leveled compared to us. Plus, we have Grovyle that'll pretty much one-shot everything. Not that we won't, but yeah, still. It's just an interesting time to throw it in, along with the fact that it has a bunch of fire types. Well, I guess it doesn't really have a bunch. It has like Houndoom, and I think that might be it. But Houndoom is like 50% of the Pokemon in this dungeon so far, so I don't know. It just feels like it's filled with fire types. Then again, we have fought like 6 Pokemon since we entered the dungeon. Royal Gummy, that's not bad. We'll save that for a little later. Just as a reminder, we haven't had a free day to do whatever we want in this game. Oh, that's a Ninetales. Don't have Flamethrower. Thank you. We haven't had a free day to do whatever we want in this game since like 5 or 6 episodes ago before we were pulled into the future. So it's been a good long while since we've been able to do whatever we want. That's an Alakazam. Weren't they Kadabras before? Also, there's bug types here as well. Bug and flying type. I don't like that. Grovyle, you deal with it. I was about to say, you better not immediately get one-shotted by a... Well, that's bad. That's why I didn't want to throw in Eevee up front, because she'd just start running away. Luckily, we have a plenty an Oranberry. He just used a ground-type attack on a flying-type Pokemon. Oh my god. This isn't going great, this little matchup we have going here. Wow, bye. I just realized that if that Vespiquen, it only has one E. I don't know what the deal is there. If that Vespiquen would have attacked me, I would have been dead. Probably. Yeah. This is going to be the first real dungeon that we're going to be at a pretty hefty disadvantage due to our typing. That's bad. I'm gonna use the Totter Orb. Goodbye. If I have to be confused, you do too. I have to throw out attacks here because I can't do anything else. Alright, I recovered first. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out a Mega Drain. I do have Aerial Ace. I keep forgetting that. That's going to give us an advantage over these Vespa Queens, for sure. Oh yeah, big 80 damage. Once again, I guess there still really hasn't been a reason to get rid of Rock Slide compared to Aerial Ace. I just like the reliability that it's always going to hit. Because think about it. When we use Rock Slide, it's going to usually be on a Pokemon that we're weak against. So we are absolutely 100% relying on it hitting. Otherwise, we could take a fatal hit. So I'd really rather have my move that's going to be used on Pokemon that are strong against me to be very accurate. Just so we don't end up taking damage we don't need from big heavy hitters on us. Also, I'm surprised Eevee wasn't running away. She took 45 damage and was at 44. But I guess it's not exactly half HP that it starts activating. Getting hungry. Luckily, I don't think we have too much of this dungeon left. I'm pretty sure it's 15 floors, if I remember correctly, so we should be out of here real quick. Eevee's in kind of a dangerous place right now, and I don't like that. I have agility that I need to start using as well. I should have used that earlier when we were fighting the Vespa Queen and the Alakazam at the same time. So is there a 15th floor, or is 15 the end? No, there's a 15th floor. I believe this should be the last one at the very... Oh, okay. Hello there. Alright, Eevee, I'm gonna give you a chance at fighting this dude. I have Gravel Rocks. That's my contribution. Oh, I can throw two. Look at that, we can do pretty much 40 damage just with one turn. Okay, luckily nothing too heavy hitting. Alright, cool. Also, we're finding a lot of specs. A Somnoscope, I'm sure, prevents you from going to sleep. I'm gonna find the stairs and eat a grimy food just in case this isn't the last floor and I'm just remembering it wrong. Otherwise, we should be fine, though. Grimy food. I'm paralyzed. Wow, great. Yeah, I was incorrect, so good thing I ate that grimy food. That's a Curlia. Look at that, quick attack. Oh yeah, Curlia will copy the opponent's ability if you use a physical attack on her. That's her gimmick here. Also, if you're running a fire type, make sure to either swap their fire type moves off in this dungeon, or just don't use your fire type moves, because both Houndoom and Ninetales have Flash Fire, which will increase their firepower if you use a fire type move on them. Okay, that's just a sign that we have no more food to get grimy if nothing happens. Alright. Yeah, this is kind of a hard dungeon for everyone, except for maybe a water type, which is well deserved because water types have been struggling through the entire game at this point. Don't attack Eevee, please. Okay, we knocked him out. Good. This might be our first 20 floor dungeon, I think, which is a huge step up from what we've been doing so far. But these are going to be a bit more commonplace from now on, so get used to it. Alright, our special attack's down. Luckily, Aerial Ace and Pound should still be in full fighting form for us. Alright, the opponents are starting to get a little bit stronger too. They're all surviving one hit at this point. Houndoom was definitely not a threat, despite the fact that we have two grass types on our team. I'm hungry again. Yeah, grimy food doesn't really heal too much HP. Hunger, if you couldn't tell. It's still... Okay, well that's rude, first off. What do we got? No reason to really use a Fossil Orb. Let's throw some sticks. I have agility, I'm gonna use it. Just to give us slight advantage. And our teammate's actually not gonna attack after that. Alright, I kind of want to save our Aerial Aces. Once again, Vespa Queen has Pressure, which will suck away your PP at the speed of light. That... See, listen. I didn't think about the words I was going to say before I said them. And it's very unfortunate that pressure does something like that to a stat called PP. So I'm just gonna leave that out there, leave it as it is. We're gonna move on. This Alakazam scares me a lot because of that Calm Mind. Also, I'm almost regretting getting rid of Quick Attack, but not quite. In fact, just with agility and throwable items, we should be able to hold our own pretty well just through that. All right, I'm hoping it's gonna be on the left here because I'm hedging my bets on that. I don't think Ninetales has any very dangerous fire type moves. Although if they did, I would be so beyond dead if they used it after those two nasty plots. I still have rocks, right? Yeah. Eat rocks. You got a rock, Charlie Brown. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, do I have like a warp seed that I can eat? Just to maybe speed this up a bit? I have a pure seed. I'll go ahead and use one. Why not? I don't want to walk all oh yeah, it was the direct opposite of where we were going. Yeah, that wasn't worth just going all the way back through. We're not in a very good position in terms of PP or hunger at this point, so I don't want to make it carry on any longer than I have to. I believe that's it though. So, yeah. Quite some work for a time gear. What's this? Time is at standstill here. But didn't they, just before we were dragged off into the future with you, Grovyle? Yuxi, Mexbrit, Avzelf, we were once again there. They took back the time gears, put them where they were supposed to be. As we can see, didn't help too much, did it? So that's just proof that what Grovyle's been saying is true. Didn't Yuxi and his friends make a promise? That they would return the time gears to their rightful places? But time remains stopped here. That means the time gears may not have been put back in their rightful places yet. We'll see about that. The forest time gear was over here. There it is. But what's this? It's a time gear. There's no mistaking it. But time here seems to be stopped. There isn't even a breeze. See? Those leaves are fixed in place. Time has really stopped here. But the time gear is back where it should be. Why is this happening? Grovyle took the time gear. Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. It won't make any difference if I took the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? Forget it. Let's just leave. Also, Eevee, there's something I'd like you to do. What is it? Before you go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information in Treasure Town. In Treasure Town? Yes, here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything you can about what's happening in this world right now. Sure thing, I'll go find out. Everyone thinks that you've gone to the future. Therefore, I know, if they found out I'm back, there would be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. I'm counting on you. That's odd. Like, how would you, first off, gather news when you are thought to be gone? Like, every single person in Treasure Town knows who you are. Like, no one's going to not know that. Everyone was brought to see, like, you taken to the future. Second off, I don't like how they make a huge deal of them revealing that they're back to Treasure Town. Like, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. Anyway, I'm back. I've got some news like you wanted. What's the word? The word is not very good. After we went to the future, Yuxi and his friends put back the time gears in their original places. Everyone was happy because they thought time would return to normal. But time stayed stopped in those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in more and more places. Is that true? Yep. Everyone's upset because no one can tell what's going on. Grovyle, do you know what this means? If time is stopping in a spreading area, It can only mean one thing. Temporal Tower is starting to collapse. Temporal Tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal Tower gives structure to time, so if it's starting to collapse, time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. The problem is accelerating. The planet's paralysis is coming on fast. What? But we have to hurry then. That's right. If we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed. There's only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather time gears. Then the time gears must be put in place in Temporal Tower where Dialga lives. But there's a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows where the Hidden Land is. But there isn't any time. That's right. That's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect the time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search for the Hidden Land. Okay. Is that okay, Trico? Okay then, you're in charge. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to where it is exactly. My voice is dying out. Considering that no one has discovered it yet, we should probably assume that it's quite a far way. We must even consider crossing the sea, and discover the means to do so. Cross the sea? I'm sorry that I don't have knowledge about how to do that. I'm counting on you. Well, I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Alrighty. Now, we should go searching too. Let's find the Hidden Land. So, where should we begin looking? As a start, why don't we think about how we can cross the sea? Yeah, not really many ways to get about this. Plus, we're apparently not able to use the dimensional scream at the current moment. Well, we just so happen to be here at the beach, so... this isn't working. A way of crossing the sea. I'm not coming up with anything. I said we'd search for the Hidden Land, but... where would we even begin looking? We have to hurry too. Ugh. It's true, we've got too little information to go on. And we have no time to waste. We have to locate the Hidden Land as soon as possible. We need to find Temporal Tower, then put the time gears inside it. If we fail to do that, our planet will become paralyzed. We need to stop that, whatever it takes. And to do that, well, we have no choice. We need everyone's help. That's it. I'll tell Evie. Good choice. Let's go to Wigglytuff's Guild. Pardon? You want to go to Wigglytuff's Guild? Why? We vanished in front of everyone, remember? Well, sure, I think everyone would be really worried about us. And I miss everyone too. But everything we saw in the future, everything about Grovyle, and about Dustnor, and even about your past, Trico, if we tell it all to the guild, how can they believe us? What do you think, Trico? Do you think everyone at the guild will believe us? Duh. First off, you think they'll believe us? Well, you say that, Trico, but is there any chance they'll believe us? I mean, everyone in this world is convinced that Grovyle is the villain, and they think Dustnor is a really good Pokemon, right? Everyone especially respects Dustnor. I saw the future, but I still don't want to believe the truth about Dustnor. If we tell everyone the truth, I wonder if they would be able to accept it. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Even if they don't, you'll still be back, you'll still be with everyone, and you'll still be able to figure things out as a group. Surely someone would believe you. Even if the entire guild doesn't, you'd be able to be in cahoots with someone, figure it out a lot better than you would alone. Like, I don't get the hesitation here, really. It's not like they're gonna outcast you because you were taken to the future randomly. Like, I don't like this plot point at all. Maybe no one will believe us if we tell them the truth. But... Pardon? We should tell them anyway? Why? They may not believe us, right? But we should tell them anyway? Yeah. Why? Why do you think so, Trico? Because we need their help. Everyone's help. I get it. There's no way we can find the Hidden Land on our own. We do need everyone's help. If we don't get their help, we'll run out of time to prevent the planet's paralysis. Trico. Okay, you're right. Let's go home to Wigglytuff's Guild. Evie. Let's go back to the guild and tell everyone the truth. I can imagine that everyone will be shocked, but I'm sure they'll come to understand. Let's go home, Trico. Back to Wigglytuff's Guild. There you go. It's that easy. It's all you had to do. That's, once again, I feel like it's just them forcing the kind of outcast thing that Pokemon Rescue Team Red and Blue had, because there's no real reason for us to be outcast from the city. We're just doing it on our own accord. Anyway, I'm going to end it off there. In the next episode, we're going back to the Wigglytuffs Guild. See you all then, and goodbye.